Welcome to this comprehensive interactive study guide on cash flow. Cash flow is the movement of money into and out of a business over a period of time. It is often confused with profit, but examiners expect you to know the critical difference. A business can be highly profitable yet run out of cash and become insolvent. In this video, you'll learn how to construct and interpret cash flow forecasts, calculate net cash flow and closing balances, and evaluate strategies to solve cash flow crises. Let's dive in. Let's map the essential concepts. Cash flow refers to the actual movement of money, while profit is an accounting measure. A cash flow forecast helps anticipate shortfalls. Net cash flow is the difference between money in and out. The opening balance is the cash you start with, it's always the previous month's closing balance. The closing balance is the opening balance plus net cash flow. If cash runs out, the business becomes insolvent, even if it's profitable on paper. Turning to our core notebook, examiners often penalize students who confuse cash with profit. Profit is an accounting concept. You record profit when you make a sale, regardless of when you receive payment. Cash, however, is the actual money you have at that moment. For example, a business might make a big sale on credit, showing high profit, but if the customer doesn't pay for 60 days while the business must pay its suppliers immediately, it will run out of cash. This is why even profitable businesses can go bust. Always distinguish between cash and profit in your answers. Now, let's go through the process of constructing a cash flow forecast. First, identify all cash inflows, money coming in, such as cash sales, loan receipts, or sale of assets. Second, list all cash outflows, money going out, like raw material purchases, wages, rent, and loan repayments. Third, subtract total outflows from total inflows to get the net cash flow for the month. Fourth, take the opening balance, which is the cash available at the start, and this equals the previous month's closing balance. Finally, add the net cash flow to the opening balance to find the closing balance, which becomes the next month's opening balance. Follow these steps carefully in your exam. Let's work through a typical exam question. Here we have 2 months of data. In month 1, inflows are £10,000, outflows £8,000, net cash flow £2,000. Opening balance £1,000, closing balance £3,000. For month 2, inflows are £12,000, outflows £11,000. First, calculate net cash flow. £12,000 minus £11,000 equals £1,000. Then, the opening balance for month 2 is the closing balance of month 1, which is £3,000. Finally, closing balance is opening balance plus net cash flow. £3,000 plus £1,000 equals £4,000. Always show your workings and double-check your arithmetic. Watch out for these common mistakes. First, never confuse cash flow with profit. Examiners love to test this. Second, always remember that the opening balance of a month is the closing balance of the previous month. Third, when calculating net cash flow, always subtract total outflows from total inflows. Fourth, a negative closing balance indicates a cash shortfall. The business must arrange finance to avoid insolvency. For higher mark questions, evaluate different solutions. An overdraft is quick but expensive, while a bank loan provides more stability but takes time. Use these tips to secure top marks. To wrap up, remember that cash flow is about actual money movements, not profit. The key formulas are net cash flow equals inflows minus outflows, and closing balance equals opening balance plus net cash flow. A business becomes insolvent when it cannot pay debts due to lack of cash, even if profitable. Common solutions include arranging an overdraft, taking out a loan, delaying payments to suppliers, or using invoice factoring. Practice these calculations and definitions to ace your exam. Good luck!